It is the worst planting season for farmers in 25 years because of our wet and cold weather.
This time last year, 90% of corn crops were planted in Wisconsin. Our Keely Arthur tells us that this year, it's less than half.
Planting is lagging all throughout the Midwest, and here in Wisconsin, farmers are about 2 to 3 weeks behind. A huge problem as we get further into the season.
This was the first field of corn we planted, and it was the last week of April.
Much earlier than farmer Abraham Arndt wanted to plant his biggest cash crop, corn.
This year we got 2 inches of snow after we planted it.
But he took a gamble.
We just kind of said we need to get out there and get it done.
And it paid off.
It's not perfect, but it's better than having nothing.
The Janesville farmer faced the same question so many other farmers in southwest Wisconsin faced: to plant early or not to. The ones who did the opposite of Arndt find themselves racing against the clock.
They might be paying for it now, and they wish they would have, but you just don't know.
Many farmers held off planting early because it was simply too cold and wet. But as April turned into May, things didn't get much better. According to the latest Wisconsin crop report, there was just 2.8 days suitable for field work this last week. And Nick Baker with the UW Extension says there were only a few more days this entire month.
There isn't a pocket of areas that are too wet. It's everywhere.
Farmers who don't have their corn in are now having to make a tough decision. Take the gamble and plant, risking issues down the road and potentially low yields, or prevent planting and take the crop insurance.
They're taking a lot lower payment if they don't plant, but if they don't take the payment, they're risking loss of yield and what the growing conditions will be and what the markets are and what yield they might get.
The deadline to decide is May 31st, and the answer of what to do is anything but clear.
Tell everyone, ask me in December. By then, I'll know what the best option is for now.
For the lucky farmers that did plant, they are not gloating. They know in this business, the only constant is the unpredictable.
As soon as you think you have the weather figured out, you're wrong, because it will surprise you no matter what.
And the deadline to take the Prevent Plant crop insurance for soybeans a little later, June 15th, is that deadline. In Janesville, Keely Arthur, News 3 Now.
With planting below average for this time of year, U.S. grain futures are up. Corn has hit a 12-month high and is up nearly 40 cents.
A new study